when you first reached out to me, would you mind just talking about where were you at that point? What did your life look like at that stage?
I had no ambition, I had no idea what I wanted to do, where my future was going to go, other than being a parent. I had a lot of mental and emotional health problems, and physical problems as well. To be fair, I don't think I could have got any lower, and I remember I'd been on your social media for quite a few years before, seeing your entire journey. Yeah. And I just thought to myself, you know, if you don't reach out, Jannette, then your future's just going to get worse and worse. And I knew deep down that I needed that help, because I'd gone through so many emotional and mental health issues, physical issues. I was having problems with my skin, I was overweight, I was miserable, and I mean, I was in a hell of a lot of debt. I was just in a really, really, really bad place that words can't describe. So I took that leap and I contacted you, because obviously I'd been aware of what things that you'd done. And it's like everything's changed. You've literally helped me change everything. Okay, I've still got things that I need to work on, but emotionally, I'm happy. Physically, I'm in the best shape in my life. Wow. Better health than I was before I had my children, and I've got 5 of them. Mentally, I've always struggled after having each of the 5 children with PTSD or postnatal depression, to the point where, and I will be honest about this, there were times, loads of times, when I'd considered taking my own life, and people would say, she's just over-exaggerating, she's attention-seeking, yada yada. And I had to like fight through that. Now, I've got such a bubble in my belly. The family life, oh my gosh, Matt, everything is just perfect. We can go home and we can do little exercise challenges. I can lift all of my children up individually and just have that parental child giggle with them, and then to know that if any of their medical issues were to arise again, the mum's got the back and I can lift them, every single one of them.
You've got the physical strength now.
Absolutely.
You were on a lot of tablets. Would you talk about that?
Wow, I was just always miserable. I was always on a downer, just generally, I can't even put into words how bad I felt. I remember one specific day, and this is one day that really got me, and I was stood at my kitchen radiator, and something had happened in the community, and I'm stood there, and I couldn't breathe. I literally thought I was going to fall to the ground and bloody die. It was that bad. My heart was palpitating, the tightness, the dizziness, you name it. And they just leave you like, you're not a human being. You're literally, like I said, but you become a shell of yourself.
Was you on a high dosage?
Very high. I can't remember to this point what dosage I was, because I binned them all when we first started working. But I was even on tablets for sleep, for my insomnia. I was up until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, which is ironic to say that now I'm getting up at that time.
Yeah. How long were you taking all those different tablets?
Years.
Years.
I can't put a specific number on it, but I know it started when I had Connor, and as you know, he's 21 next month. And then it were on and off, literally until last year. So basically the majority of 21 years. But then before that, I'd had emotional and mental health issues from growing up in a negative childhood environment. Yeah. So it's like, you've literally helped me change 38 years worth of work, Matt.
So you'd done counselling, you were on tablets.
Yeah.
What was the difference between that and coaching? If someone's going, what's the difference between coaching and counselling?
You feel like you're giving the sob story, you know, the backstory. You feel like you're literally just unveiling all your burdens onto someone else. With coaching, it's about becoming who you want to be, becoming the person who you should have been when you were younger, the person who you needed the most as a child growing up to guide you to see where you're going, rather than dwelling on things that could have happened, that have happened in the past, or things that could happen. It's about finding your way to become the person that you want, and that's what you've helped me find.
If people are sceptical about coaching and they don't see the value in it, and they think, well, you know, all Matt's doing is just saying be more confident, believe in yourself a bit more.
That's not true. That is absolutely not true. What you provide is like, it's literally a mentor. Imagine a football team, for example, without their head coach. Yeah. Where would that team be? They wouldn't have a clue what to think, what to do, where to call themselves out on their own bullshit. And you help us with that.
It's that outside eye
That
sees the bigger
different
picture.
perspective, yes, absolutely. Everybody needs somebody in the corner, and I think having a coach for me has helped me become the person that I wanted to be. Although I'm not quite there yet, I feel like one of the richest women emotionally and mentally, physically.
Yeah. And if somebody is in the position you were in when you reached out to me, where, you know, they don't know what they want out of life, they don't believe in themselves, they don't think it's possible to improve, what would be your advice? What should they be looking to do?
It's about not bullshitting yourself. It's about having the discipline to do what you know deep down that you need to do, and not just fobbing yourself off and thinking, there, it can wait, I'll do something tomorrow. And you think, no, you do it today, and then at the end of the day, you know that you're feeling that much more happier and fulfilled in yourself, because you can look back and you can think, yeah, I've overcome that obstacle. I sat and I were observing you, and it's like, I don't want to be this person sat on their ass. I don't want to be blaming external factors for things that go wrong for me. And if you don't take that action and you don't keep consistently at it, and yeah, it's bloody hard, but you've got to keep at it, otherwise you're just going to get lower and lower. Yeah. And that is the God's honest truth. Even if you're not feeling like you're not quite at the other level that other people are, you keep doing the work on you and you will get where you want to be. As long as you take the right support around you. If I hadn't have taken you, I'd have still been, well, who am I? Where am I going? I'd have still been that stay-at-home mum, still in that victim mindset, still not calling myself out. Everybody needs somebody behind them to say, you know, you need to call yourself out on your own bullshit, because we can be his own worst enemies as well as his best friends.
Yeah, I agree. And I just want to say I'm really, really proud of you. And
thank you.
My success as a coach isn't based on what I give to someone. It's based on what they do with what I give them. And you're just the perfect example with somebody that first and foremost had the courage to make a decision, to take action, to reach out when so many of us don't. You had that courage to get in touch. But second of all, to absolutely commit long term, not just overnight for 2 weeks. You know, here we are still working together. Long term, you made the commitment every single day to be the best you can be, which doesn't mean perfect, because none of us are.
Nobody is.
But to keep on working on it. And that's why, you know, the person we see today with this confidence, with this energy, this beautiful smile, that's why she's here.
The whole world is my oyster.
Really?
I can do anything. There's no more of that victim mode. No more half-assed jobs getting done. I know, like, at the end of the day when I go to bed, I'm going to be physically exhausted to the point where I just zonk out.
In a positive way, like you can't give any more.
The absolute energyless satisfaction you feel when your head hits that pillow on a night, from being that victim mentality, or the world's against me, or I can't do this, I can't do that. No, everything is getting my absolute best.
You're in control now.
Absolutely. Whereas before I had none of that.
And not only that, you're now inspiring others. You're now about to become a qualified personal trainer, so you can coach people yourself. You're showing up on social media, getting messages from people all the time. Can you just speak a little bit about that, about what your goal is now as a coach, what you're looking to do, and the sort of feedback you're getting from people?
To people that have had young children at a young age themselves, or that have been really severely overweight, as you know I have, or just generally not being able to talk, I want them to see that if I can do it, anybody can do. Because honestly, Matt, my health was so low, especially in my mental. At one point, this time last year, I wouldn't talk to people. Now I get told to shut up.
I can't understand why they would do that.
Yeah.
She's barely said a word. So there you go. There's just a little slight glimpse into Jannette's incredible, inspiring story. I hope you found that inspirational to hear the courage that she's had, the resilience that she's deployed, and the person that she's become because of. And if you're in a place now like Jannette was, where you know you want more out of your life, you know you want to move forward, you know you're capable of more, and you're ready to take action and do something about it, this is why I've created the Rich in Success membership area. It's the cheapest product that I've ever done. It's the cheapest way to have access to me, my coaching content. It's just £39 per month. And for that, you get 40 training videos all around mindset, all around goal setting, all around looking at your reasons why, how to overcome overwhelm, how to overcome procrastination, as well as things like business, branding, and so much more. I've basically tried to put all my best coaching content into one hub that you can have full-time access to as and when you need it. But in addition to that, you'll also get your own success PDF booklet so that you can work through the training sessions, the training videos, and actually have your own exercises that you work through in conjunction with the videos. As well as that, every single month, I'll be delivering a completely live Zoom training session with all the members in there where you can ask me any questions and I can give you some live coaching on those Zoom training sessions. That's every month, and if you miss it live, there will also be replays added within 24 hours every single time. And if that wasn't enough, we're also providing extra bonus content every single month, including interviews with industry professionals, so nutritionists, fitness experts, entrepreneurs, authors, doctors, relationship experts, sex therapists, and so much more. There'll be exclusive, members-only interviews specifically designed to help you live a happier, healthier, more successful, and more fulfilled life. The link is just below. Click it, sign up, become a Rich in Success member, and join us, and I look forward to seeing you on the next training call.